everybody, and today I'm on the Our Games podcast with a special guest, Edbound. Say hi, Edbound.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Today, and Edbound's actually a comedic Lego animator. Uh, he made the popular video Spider-Man: Homecoming in 30 seconds. Is it 30 seconds or?
At 60 seconds, the Far From Home one. Uh,
Yeah, the Far From Home one, which has over 1.2 million views on YouTube.
yeah, and then every one after that was like 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, I actually like the trilogy one. That was my favorite. Um, yeah, but this is the first question I got for you. What made you decide to be a YouTuber?
Um, Now I don't really think I decided. So about a year ago, around the end of 2018, I was in film school, and I didn't like it that much. But I always loved animating, like stop motion animation. Like I made a lot of brick films when I was younger, and when it came to film school, I was actually like getting like I wasn't making anything. I wasn't really having fun. It was all theory, and it was all stuff I kind of already knew just because I've been making videos for so long. And I was like, this kind of is not it. So I was just like, so while I was bored at school, I would also like come home and make animations that I'd upload to at the Edbound channel. But this was just like for like for fun, or to sort of like try to get some creative exercise. And then all of a sudden they started getting really popular when I uploaded the Solid Snake is Dummy Thick, and people saw that video. Like a lot of people saw that video, and they started going to the rest of my channel, and they started like commenting nice things. And then that's when I like realized there might actually be like an audience for this if I work at it. So from there, I just kind of like put a lot more effort into my animations, and I tried to really build it up into something that I could sort of lean back on.
Okay, okay. I see how it is. I see. You said you're in film animation, so you must be like 20 something, right?
I'm
22,
21. Yeah.
21, 21. Oh, so you're not the age to finish college yet. So you're only
No,
like
I left college. I was spending like so much time busing there because it was like I had to bus there, right?
right.
It was like 2 hours away. So I would spend like 4 hours on the bus every day. 6 hours if it was like snowy because I live in Canada.
Oh yeah, you live in Canada. You live in
Yeah,
Vancouver or
I
Toronto.
live in I live in Toronto.
Yeah, so I
Um,
mean I'm from the East Coast. I'm from the DMV, but
that's cool.
yeah.
DMV, where's that?
It's DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Ah, yeah, I always actually wanted to go there.
How did you get into Lego animation?
When I was like a little kid, I was like around 10 or so. Yeah, I was 10 years old. I was already doing a lot of claymation stuff because I was inspired by watching Clay World. But then I stumbled upon like Forest Fire and his videos and his Lego Batman videos, and I was like, that looks just as fun to do. So I started doing that, and I did that for like a few years before I stopped around high school. But then I got back into it when high school ended, and it was from there when film school started that I kind of just did it like for fun as a side hobby. And then they just started getting popular.
Actually, I got two questions about that. Actually, one of my questions was, what were your influences? And you said Forest Fire, right?
When I was younger, a lot of it was Forest Fire. It was actually just really mostly Forest Fire, to be honest, to the point where I can say that my older videos are just rip-offs of his. But
You don't watch Jay Aubrey's videos, none of his old videos, the ones
oh
from.
yeah, I actually watch his videos more now. I know about his channel, but by the time I discovered his channel, um I was already like 18, 19 ish
Okay.
when I discovered like Aubrey Studios, and I think I tried watching them, but I didn't. I don't know if I really vibe with them as much. I'm not sure why, but I do like what he's making now.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Is he
following
ever
his stuff
coming
today.
back, or is it, like did he just give up on Lego animation?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to kind of try new things, right? I think like at the end of the day, when it comes to people and what they do,
you don't want to do the same thing forever because we just like naturally like to grow and change your direction. And I think the way he did it was pretty smart because was able to convert really easily and really well.
Okay.
It'd be nice to see him make another one though, at some point.
Yeah, that would be
or
nice.
Even acknowledge it.
Yeah, I actually Forest Fire 101 and was like the first ever YouTuber I actually really watched. I watched him in like the 3rd grade actually. So.
Oh yeah, there's so many stories I think a lot of people have with Forest.
Yeah,
he definitely inspired like an entire like generation of animators.
Yeah, he put on Shane Dawson.
Oh yeah, I remember
Spider-Man
hearing his voice in the Spider-Man video, and I was like, "There's no way," because I was already a fan of Shane Dawson at that point. I'm like, "But this dude is like something else entirely."
I didn't know that, bro. I knew he had people on there, but I didn't know he had Shane Dawson on there.
That really surprised me when I first saw.
But that's
before.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't know this level of crossover was possible.
I know, right? That was crazy. Would you ever collab with Forest Fire 101 or Jay Aubrey in sometime in the future?
No, either of them personally. If we were to collab, I'm not sure how that would work. I never really gave him much thought, honestly. With Jay Aubrey, I'm not really familiar enough with like what he did as an animator. Or how that would like work. But with Force Fire, collab with him when it comes to maybe like on a visual sort of animation. You know, like when he did in American Nazi Zombies, like the way that video looks.
Oh yeah.
The cityscape and like all the action going on, like I love that.
Yeah, bro.
I really like to work with him like when it comes to like something like set design or action set pieces. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, he.
But it's also Filmy Guy 1 that also helps a lot with Forest Fire now.
Yeah.
Sean Willis.
He actually has pull now in the industry, in the YouTube industry, because he almost had a Disney XD TV show. I think.
He did? Oh yeah, he got a pilot, or like he made a pilot for that.
Yeah.
I don't think
he said he wanted to be a director.
It became a TV show though, which is unfortunate. But I guess that's the thing about the industry, right? That's also one of the reasons why I'm kind of like weary about going to like film or TV like as a business, because there's a lot of
fakes out
there. There's a lot of like
snakes,
I guess, but there's also just like it's almost like the creative output is put on the back burner because at the end of the day it's a business, and that's not really something I'm like a fan of.
And that
because you have like a lot of good ideas, and maybe even ideas that will resonate really well with people. But like executives look at trends and they think, it's probably not going to do that well, so let's not do it at all. It's like, God.
And that leads me to another question I wanted to ask a lot of YouTubers. What do you like? You see all these fake YouTubers now. Like, what do you think about the state of current YouTube compared to when it was like when it was in its glory days?
I don't really think I have much of an opinion, honestly. I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos in my spare time. So what I usually do, like, I probably have something on in the background while I'm animating, but but I don't focus on like YouTube politics that much. So like, for example, stuff I would watch while I'm animating is stuff like about, I don't know, like an audiobook or maybe videos about history. I watch a lot of history channels. Because it's like something like with like Angie Aubrey as well, like something like that's like a video essay that is somebody talking for like, I don't know, 40, 50 minutes, an hour, like a long time, so like I can just kind of have it going on in the background while I work. But I hear a lot about like I don't know, this term douche tubers, like Jake Paul or Rice Gum or something.
Honestly,
and it's like,
I honestly used to like Rice Gum. Rice Gum, honestly, he's not that bad of a dude. He does like a little basketball here and there. Actually, he's a pretty cool dude, and like if that's what most people say he is like in real life. He's a pretty cool dude. But Jake Paul and like all the other YouTubers are mostly likely like they're like that in real life. Like it's not for like Rice Gum acts like that for entertainment. In real life, Jake Paul and all those other YouTubers act like that in real life. They act like douches in real life.
Really, I think the issue comes like when you have somebody, even if they're not like kind of like a douchey person in real life, if they have that persona on camera and people see that sort of like success or that comes with it, all the numbers and stuff, then they might actually actually go about being or trying to capture this sort of douchey persona, because they associate that with success and riches. And I think that's an issue in itself. That might be why people don't like it, because because although he might not actually be that way, it does set a bad precedent.
Right. Right.
Which is important to keep in mind of.
Right. But like, you know how all these YouTubers like fake pranks and all that stuff. What do you like think about that? Like, what's the purpose of doing that?
I really have like an opinion. I think at the end of the day, people are just gonna do these things for whatever views they get. If they get views, then there's an audience for it clearly. Whether or not people think it's like a cheap way to get views or whatever. At the end of the day, this is kind of just like what the system or whatever rewards. And I think the only real way to kind of defeat that, I guess, is to not really give it power if people are looking to defeat it.
Okay.
It's why I try to keep I just make what I want to make, what I like, what I personally like.
Okay.
If these people like what they do, then I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's important to look at things in the way of if it's not really hurting anybody, then there's no real well, how much harm can it do?
Right. But you seen the YouTube coronavirus video where, like, this is when they become hypocrites. You see the YouTube coronavirus video where they have all the YouTube creators or rich people in there? You seen that video that they've been trying to get people to watch? As like a whole...
I actually have not seen it. What's this about? Should we watch it right now?
Like, no. But like, when you watch it after the video, after this, when I finish the video, you gotta see it. Like, the most dislikes I ever seen for YouTube since they posted that rewind videos. Those things haven't been good for a while. But
is it like that one, the celebrity one where they're all singing Imagine? Have you seen that?
The Imagine?
Where it's like, I don't know, it's like Gal Gadot, a bunch of these different like rich celebrities in their houses like singing Imagine.
No. It's like them saying Sting. It's like Sting. They're telling the people to stay at home, and so people got upset and were like saying like, "Oh, that's nice for rich people to say that." See, but this is the thing. YouTube will take down your video for saying coronavirus, but they have coronavirus in like the description and everything. And this,
I thought they demonetized you for.
Yeah, they demonetize you for that. And this leads to my next question. What do you think about people using coronavirus for attention on YouTube, like using it for clout?
How do people use it for clout? The only way I can really think of somebody using it like really badly for clout is by lying about saying they have coronavirus.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that. People are
people are actually doing that.
Yes.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah.
I think that's like malevolent. That is weaponizing or like you're turning an actual serious issue into a prop for your own gain, and that's where I think the sort of YouTube culture really poisons a lot of people's minds, because they think that success and riches, and they think they have to do something crazy for it. You have to like reevaluate. What are these people really chasing?
I mean, that's crazy.
Infamy, like.
Yeah. Do you like? I asked this question for Impacts when he came on me. Do you ever think that YouTube will ever, like, the fame of YouTube will get to your head? Do you think that will ever happen to you?
The best of people. So I can't speak for myself or my future self. I mean, I hope that nothing gets bad. I'd like to stay sort of like where I'm at right now in terms of
humbleness.
I try to keep there are ways to keep yourself in check. I think I try to respond to like all my messages as much as possible, even if it's even if it's like just like a hello, how are you doing, or kind words or something. Yeah, I think it's just important to make sure that at the end of the day you're also just a person,
right,
just like everybody else,
right.
And whether or not and it's like you don't have power over people. It's people that have propped you up, but you yourself aren't any more powerful than they are as an individual.
Right.
Man, that's that's why I try to like keep like a sense of community, or just try to talk to a lot of the people in my audience a lot of the times if they talk to me. And I think that's one way you can keep yourself in check. It also could be like the mindset that people have going into this in the first place. So when you look at people like Jake Paul, who may influence somebody else who's younger, who wants to like look rich and do all the flexing and stuff.
Right.
That I think that particular stream is where it leads to the toxicity and the fakeness. Who've gotten pretty large, who are still able to remain relatively uncontroversial. The angry video game nerd, for example, I think a lot of people say he's nothing but a nice person, and
Andre?
he has all this, like all these like high numbers and stuff. It's like he's just doing what he's doing, and I think it's important to keep it simple.
Yeah, I understand. I have another question. So, when you started doing YouTube, do you understand what YouTubers go through, like with like the dark side of YouTube, but how your fans like just care about your videos and don't actually care about the person that makes the videos? You understand that, right?
Yeah, I think I get that to an extent. Of course, there are always going to be people who really just want more videos, and that's pretty much it, and they don't really want anything to do with the person. And I feel like I try to set like a sort of detachment for myself as a person between me and my videos, and that's kind of why I do more sort of skit-related stuff that's more otherworldly, that can't really get confused with who I am as a person. I think when you are a person whose entire channel kind of revolves around themselves as like a brand,
Right.
that's when the dehumanization kind of set in really hard, and that's when things can get really difficult.
Right. And so, would you ever do like merch or something like that? I mean, to get money off the side.
My friend were actually discussing this about making certain posters, for example.
Right.
We were thinking, I was with the idea of I would never want merch that I wouldn't like want myself
To wear? Yeah, that's what a lot of YouTubers say that. They wouldn't
Really?
want.
Oh damn! I thought that was like a new thought.
No.
I read a tweet once that was in 20 years we're gonna see a bunch of Jake Paul T-shirts and the Odd Ones Out T-shirts in like a bargain bin at Valley Village, and that's like a horror. That's like a horror ending to me. It's like I would never want like any trace of my existence on a T-shirt that ends up in some.
I've never seen Odd Ones Out shirts. Is it that bad?
It's just I think it'd just be weird because it'd be like it's like a relic, it's like a time that's like long past, and there's sort of like a sense of like you've moved on from it, kind of you've grown from it. But what we were actually thinking of doing is, I guess like the type of videos I make are more like just short skits. And what about posters? What about really good looking, interesting posters that you could actually hang up, and make sure that they look nice, like with the color composition, interesting designs and camera angles, and overall like just nice aesthetics. And something that I would actually, that me and my friends would actually post up in our rooms. We were thinking maybe we could do something like that. And we actually have been working on a couple of drafts that are nearing completion, so hopefully we can actually reveal that soon. So it's kind of funny that you asked that.
Hey guys, he's making merch soon, so watch out for that.
I mean, like, we don't know how coronavirus as a whole is gonna slow that down. Right now we're pretty much just in conceptual phases, but you never know, right? Here's hoping. I hope it turned out well, because so far what we've made it is that I'm actually really into it. And I wanted to do because the whole reason I even started doing this is because my room right now is pretty barren because I just moved into this apartment. So I was wondering, I gotta get some posters. I gotta hang some stuff up. But what?
Do you think you would ever make like a gaming channel, like a second channel?
I don't know. Well, the weird thing about that is that I actually used to be a Let's Player when I was in high school, so I wouldn't necessarily turn down those type of videos away, particularly. I think because video games are such like an entrenched part of like who I am as well. You can see it in my videos already. And honestly, if anything, it's probably just like likely at some point in the future.
Well, I also have to say, like, do you like honestly think? Do you think um expand? You think you'll expand like you'll expand your brand? Like you said that you don't think you want to dehumanize, but at the same time, do you think you will ever expand your brand?
It depends on what exactly the brand. I think when you make it like a brand that revolves around a personality, like Jenna Marbles or one of those other people. I really don't like who are the really famous ones nowadays because I really haven't been keeping up.
I'll tell you. It used to be Ninja. It's still PewDiePie.
Oh yeah, like somebody like Ninja or somebody like PewDiePie.
KSI, Deji, Rice Gum came back. You know Leafy came back now.
I heard about Leafy.
Yeah, man, and I guess Keemstar with Drama Alert or whatever.
So the thing about drama, okay, the weird thing about Drama Alert is that the controversy revolves both around Keem and the show.
Yeah,
because they're both not great. I don't personally think.
Like, I just got a notification from him just now about Jake Paul, somebody falling off. Like, literally just now, as soon as I just talked to you, I just got a notification from Drama Alert.
It's a really weird thing to keep up with. I guess there's always going to be an audience for it. People like living vicariously through others, and not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just we're just people at the end of the day.
Honestly,
some of us.
I honestly like Scarce better. Honestly.
But I don't exactly remember from where.
I mean, do you think you will ever like show your face more, or will you keep it like just hidden a little bit more? Just use your face for a couple videos when you're live streaming or something like that.
But I think like with the focus of my channel being just animation, then it's probably just not likely that I don't really get any opportunities to show it more often.
Yeah.
The one of the reasons like that I do animation in the first place is because when I was in film school, everybody around me lived in that town that the school was in, but I lived like way far away from everybody else. So whenever people were making stuff, I never really got to be a part of it. So I kind of just used I just like like instead of hiring actors or something, I just used Lego pieces.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of the way I see them. It's like it's the reason why I don't put Lego in my titles is because they're not. I don't want to have that be like a focus. I just want that to be like kind of like the aesthetic. When you watch SpongeBob, you can see like the art style. It's like the thick lines. Same with Fairly Odd Parents or something. I want that to be the same with this. I want it to be like a TV show kind of. That happens to have a coat of paint that looks like Lego.
Do you ever? That's what I also have to ask you. Do you ever think you're gonna have voice actors? Like, how Forest Fire used to have voice actors on his videos. You think it'll expand from just YouTube, like friends or even YouTubers, to do voice actors to voice at your videos?
As things grow, then honestly, it probably is like almost starting to happen. Right. I guess just right now, I don't really like. I kind of like keeping things at a certain like level of production value. That's like not too high, because as much as I do like it when like celebrity films look amazing and spectacular, and like a whole film studio produce them. I think there's also like a charm to having things like pretty simple, almost like somebody was just able to make it at home.
How much does the production for Legos that you have cost? Like over thousands of dollars?
It doesn't cost that much. A lot of this was from actually when I was a kid, when I was collecting a bunch of Legos back then. So I had a lot of that left over that I'm just using to this day. And then there's some things that I got that are newer. Too much on Lego itself.
I kind of try to do Legos, but like I saw how much money I actually have to spend, and like as a kid when I was trying to start off, I actually started trying to do fan film. My first channel was a fan film, but then I just started doing gaming videos, and this is actually my second interview with any YouTuber. So I just started doing this, but I kind of was inspired by Lego and all that stuff, but I realized how expensive.
It is. It can. Yeah. It is. It does cost a lot, and a lot of that just has to do with the fact that they don't break. They're not cheaply made. They've so far been pretty reliable, but yeah, they are expensive. It's pretty crazy.
So I know you're from Canada, but do you guys are you guys on quarantine that bad? Like I never had it.
I haven't left my house in like a month.
You never gone out to get groceries or nothing like that?
Okay, like groceries, the only thing I go out for, and I only do that like every 2 weeks, and that's it. But we're also like really heavily trying to enforce social distancing, quarantining, and stuff. Like the grocery markets, they limit the amount of people that they let inside now. They have like windows and screen doors everywhere. We're trying to make sure we're not dying. Like
yeah. Can't say that for us, because our president just said use disinfectant.
Drink bleach, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds so stupid.
I'm sorry for y'all, by the way.
I know.
Y'all deserve better.
Yeah.
Like it's truly like every single time I see any of that stuff on the news, it makes my blood boil. It's so frustrating.
Like it makes it so worse. And did you see the doctor's face when he said that? She was just shaking her head. Like, why?
The worst part about it is that people are going to actually take that advice.
Yeah, I know. I hope not. I hope they know like that's just stupid. Don't actually do that. Like Donald Trump is he's not a doctor. Why would you listen to him? Like nobody approved of that at all. Why?
I don't know. People see themselves so much in a person like that. And they see like their position of power, and they're like, I want to be like them. I'm gonna do what they say. It's very backwards.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever do a storytime Lego?
I don't think so, honestly.
You never do storytime?
I remember I tried to once, but I don't think that's the kind of stuff I would watch myself. Like I don't watch storytimes personally. It's no fault to like the storytime animators out there. It's just I don't think it's for me. And it's really hard like trying to get in, like trying to even create something that you personally are not a fan of.
Okay. Do you think so I asked you about the state of YouTube, right? So
about the state of YouTube, so?
Yeah, I already asked you about the state of YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, so you're in the animation world, right? You said do you watch like animators and everything else since you're in the animation Lego world?
Keep up with them as much as possible.
Yeah.
But when you say animators, do you mean like every animator on the spectrum?
Just like animators in general.
I watched a few animators. I watched Circle Tunes HD whenever he makes something. Chris and Keshin and all those guys. I watch them whenever they come out with something.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's like I don't think I keep up. Is the thing. Like I don't keep up with the drama or the Twitter tweets. If I like what you make, then I'll just watch that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I seen your videos. That actually was a Patreon for you, I think.
Our DNT games?
Yeah.
Without the DNT, I had no idea.
I changed my name. I took out DNT and I said Art Games. Like DNT is my YouTube name when I just talk about my name in general. I sometimes.
You were Patreon for a while.
Yeah, I was Patreon for a couple months.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. I think that was like $15 a month. Yeah, man. I actually watched you when you had like I think it was
June. That was like in June, May. That was like earlier.
Yeah.
That was almost a year ago. June, May, July, August.
I think it was like 10K, right? 9K. I think
Around that time.
Yeah, you got like 9K. Now you got 72K. You're 30, less than 30 away from 100K.
That's what a lot of people ask. How did you do this so fast? And I'm like, I don't know if there is like a fastness.
I think
I kind of just again did what I like.
Yeah.
Happened to get lucky.
Yeah.
I also have been making videos for like since I was 8, and I've had like 5 different YouTube channels in the past.
Yeah, this is
But a
actually.
lot of people don't see that.
This is my 3rd YouTube channel, and I've been doing this since I was like 11.
Yeah, like it's not just like you just do it once and get on the first try. It is a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
And it came when I was least expecting it. It came like pretty much at that point where I was like pretty sure I was going to be in film school and go to the film industry in some way. Even though I was unhappy there, and all of a sudden it was just like, actually, you have this opportunity now. I'm like, that's crazy. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, watching this video, please like and subscribe. I'm actually gonna put his channel, his Twitter, his Instagram, I think, and YouTube. I don't think you have Facebook. I don't even have Facebook.
I don't have Facebook. I mean, I think I have a Facebook page, but I don't use it.
I put his links down there. I put my links down there. I'm actually gonna premiere this video about 8:00 p.m. I'm gonna send him the video so you can watch it after I edit this.
I'll tweet it out. I'll put it on my Instagram.
Alright, and he'll put it on Instagram and whatever, and go check out the video. Alright, like, please, bye.